I'm gonna take this out. Oh, okay. Hello everybody and welcome to this week's video. As I promised, we are gonna be doing an update video to see how my tarantulas are doing. A lot of them molted, but first we need to check the tarantulas that had problems. And inside here, as you can see, you can't actually see, but if you remember from the previous video, there should be at least a cattle Kallenbergie here. There she is. She loves this hide. She spends a lot of time in it, but she hasn't eaten yet still, which is problematic. Her abdomen looks really small, but she is, I think, less stressed out. She spends a lot of the time in the hide, cork bark. It's the Timu hide, as you remember from the videos, but that's not good enough. Tarantulas need to eat, and let's see if she will take it. Come on, roach. When tarantula goes into the hide like that, it means leave her alone. So we are not gonna bother her too much again. What I can do is what I'm actually gonna do off camera, important as well. Squish the Zophobo roach head and leave it there. And that's what it's gonna help, is basically if she has instincts but is too afraid of the food, is too skittish to eat, but is still hungry, it's gonna detect that the food is there, because it's still gonna move a little bit, and that it's basically, hopefully it's gonna activate its instincts and she's gonna eat. I did water the enclosure a few times in the meantime, but it's the summertime, so it's hot and it evaporates quickly. But again, it's a deserty tarantula, it doesn't need to be watered every other day, but I am keeping it wetter for her, and I water it every that's actually once a week, but I did keep it up and she's doing better. She loves the height, she prefers it, but I think we're gonna try and feed her in another video or later down the line. But yes, she is doing a little bit better, but not too great because she's not eating still. So let's now move on to the second spider that wasn't eating, and hopefully she will eat it. Okay, feeding Orphanicus philippinus is going to be a little bit harder because, as you can see, she did used to have a hide. I think 2 weeks ago she decided that the hide is not good and basically webbed it, which is quite funny because at the start she was mostly spending time in there. As you see, she webbed it super goodly. There she is. She's in the hole under her water dish, which is a bad idea because if it's not anchored correctly, it can just fall on her and squish her, even though it's not that heavy. But you know, still not the best concept of life and death situations. We're gonna try to give her an roach and see if she reacts. Okay, I'm not giving her the biggest one, but she take it. She's curious, but I can't show you better because she's literally underneath everything. I'll give you the side profile a little bit later, but yes, she is underneath that. She is walking around at night as well, so I'm not too sure what bothered her in the other hole. I'm just gonna show you the side view. So guys, that's the side view. It's basically, you know, from the other side, but it's the roach is underneath her legs and she's there. You can see the light from the camera and everything is bothering the footage a little bit, but that's where she is. Again, I am watering her on a weekly basis as well as the Kallenbergie. She is better because if she was sick, she would have just hidden that, and I think she would have been probably dead by now, unfortunately. That's the reality. Oh, but I think she took the roach. Yes, she did took it. Good. At least one tarantula ate in this video, which is awesome. So yes, I'm just gonna water her and move on, because from the last footage there has been a little bit more molts than I expected. So a lot more tarantulas molted, but I haven't shown you because they molted later than I filmed it. So yes, and last 3 days I think 2 at least molted as well, so we're gonna look at that as well. So let's get started. Okay, first of all, a spider that molted again after more than 250 days. It is the Grammostola pulchra. Congrats girl, you did. She molted this week because, again, as I mentioned, in between the filming this and last video it's been a week, but she hasn't molted last week, so it's quite surprising, but here we are. Let's see if she'll eat. She's at quite an awkward angle, so we shall try it and see. No, no, she doesn't want it. No, wait, maybe. Wait, maybe. No, she's not. She doesn't want it. She's getting big, which is good, because she's been small for 3 years. Oh, she's gonna eat. No, no, I missed it. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. She looks crazy good, guys. I'm sorry I missed it. Oh, I messed it up again. I didn't thought she would eat it. But she does the stance where she's interested in something. So she does a stand like she squares up to it basically. And then she goes after it. If she does a stance and doesn't run away, she's gonna eat it. But she ate it. Gosh darn it, look at her. She's so lovely. Can you come out? Come out, baby. Alright, come on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Grammostola pulchra. She doesn't have a name because she has been not handable and not being able. I can't touch her basically because she's supposed to be the most handable spider of them all. She's just not. She just throws hairs, flickers, bites the tongues or bites the plastic straw when I try to touch her, so I just call her a B word, but that's bad, so I'm not gonna call her that. That's not her name. Maybe, guys, if you guys give me suggestions in the comments down below, I can give her a name. So hopefully you guys give suggestions and she will be named after that. But yes, we need to move on. We need to move on fast because we have, I think, at least 10 more spiders to go. So go. Okay guys, I was just looking around the living room again and I found out that Brachypelma species as well molted. And when I look at this spider right now, I am astonished. Look at those colors. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at that. Look at that colors. Wow. Orange and the black reddish hairs on the abdomen. Oh my god. And it molted. I can still see it's like legs are whitish, so I'm just gonna take this out. Sorry baby. Okay, of course this one is not gonna eat, and I'm gonna wait, which one is this? Azuero. This is the female for sure from the fair. I think this was the second to last Brachypelma I bought, but damn guys, those colors are, I love this spider right now. I can't believe it looks almost like a Solaris, but it looks crazy. I can't believe how good this spider looks. I was like, I see the molt, let's go check it out for the video. But yeah, genuine reaction to a spider that I didn't saw previously, because if you Google Brachypelma species as well, there's not a lot of pictures and research, there's almost nothing. But look at that. I'm astonished. I'm actually astonished. It's so pretty. I can't stop looking at it. I'm sorry guys, this one is not gonna eat right now, but I do promise that in the future video, even if I'm filming, I think I'm gonna film the feeding the biggest tarantulas I have video. I'm gonna film this one in, because look at that. Wow. Another surprise molt that happened last week, I mean a few days ago, is my geniculata molted last week, I think 2 weeks ago. She didn't want to eat, which means that if the geniculata doesn't want to eat, she's pre-molt, heavily pre-molt. So look at that. She is twice the size as she was from like 2 weeks ago, which is crazy. But yeah, the blue and black colorations. Again, if you want a little bit of a crazy spider, it's a new world still. This is the perfect start. It grows huge. It eats all the time and is just crazy pretty. I'm gonna take this out. Oh, okay, okay, buddy. I need to take it out. It's a girl, of course, but I need to take it out. Okay, can I get it, please? Hey. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna give her food, and that's actually gonna be in the next week's video. So next week, I'm gonna feed this, guys, and you're gonna see it. And it's gonna be glorious. Okay, as you remember, last week a lot of Brachypelmas molted, and this is the first one I'm showing you. Of course, this is a gorgeous Brachypelma classy. I think her name is Minerva. I got it from the previous owner. He named it Minerva. It kind of suits it. And again, the colors of some of these spiders are just insane. Look at that. She is trying to escape, and she always hangs on the ceiling, which is, I think, bad, but she did kind of burrow her hidey hole, so it's kind of her own fault. She didn't want to have it, and now she's suffering. No, I'm only joking, guys. Yeah, it was kind of a, this was the last Brachypelma molted, and I think there's 2 more. I think no, 3 more actually. So yes, this is gonna be a crazy update video. Crazy stuff. And yes, I don't know what the prettiest Brachypelma is. It's really difficult to tell. It's just depends on the color scheme you like. But I always like the colors of gold and black combinations. That's why Poecilotheria subfusca is one of my favorite species. It's just the black and gold colorations are just awesome. But this, which is like peachy color, pinkish color, it's not really pinkish, it's like peach fuzz color. It's just gorgeous. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next one. And I think it's gonna be a Brachypelma. No, it's a Auratus first, but yeah. Moving on. Next up, Formictopus auratus. Sibyl, the teacher from Harry Potter. After the spider was named, Molted there. She does have a cork bark, and she actually can get inside the cork bark. Guys, she has a hole here, and she goes inside it, so don't worry. She's perfectly safe, but yeah. Look at those auratum colors. She's getting up there in size. Of course, previously I had a bigger girl, which I sold, but I think I don't regret it, because I'm running out of room and selling some spiders off might not be a bad idea. Let's get a different angle. Okay. Different angle. Is it better? Is it worse? Who knows? But yeah, there she is. Look at that. The goldish and the bluish colorations really pop out, and the more she grows, the better the gold colorations are. But she is less than a week from molt. Not actually 2 weeks, I'm lying. 2 weeks. 2 weeks from molt. That's why I didn't feed some of the spiders in last week's video. But I did feed a lot, because there's been 2 weeks in between. And that's fine. If they don't eat it, they don't eat it. It's important that I show you them off, because this is like the in-between time when they molt and do nothing. It's kind of boring. And this is the important time when they molt and they eat and they look gorgeous. Is the time when you need to film them. And that's why these videos exist. Let's move on to the next tarantula, because this one is just gorgeous, but we still have more to go, guys. Next up, spider that also molted. Here is the mold. You can see it. I know she's a female, but just look at her as well. I don't know, I just love spiders. The more I realize, the more I talk about them, the more I realize I just love tarantulas, love spiders. Which is good, because everybody should have something in their lives that they love. And right now, I think tarantula hobby is the thing. And when I look at the animal like that and say wow, that actually comes from natural world, it's just crazy. And yeah, Amelia, especially recognized by the triangle on her head and red hairs and those like orangey knees from the second knee down from the first one. Actually, one knee is black and then the others are reddish. It's Mexican red leg, I think the common name. She doesn't have a hidey hole. When she hides underneath the water bowl, which is not good. I'm gonna give her another hide as well to fix that. But she doesn't usually hide. She's very active and very on the move, and she is just gorgeous. Look at that. Look at those colors. I'm just gushing over tarantulas, but yeah. The species Azuera, which is the Panama red banded red rump, which is the common name. I forgot to say it before because I was so flabbergasted by the way it looks. Oh my gosh, lovely, 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 lovely. Next up, Brachypelma baumgartneri. I think the researcher who discovered her named it after a German discoverer. I don't think it was about tarantulas, but Andrew Smith, who discovered the spider, wrote it down, signed a paper about it, has called it Baumgartneri because of the researcher that he named it after. And what a research it was, guys. If you haven't watched it, go to lovetarantulas.com, buy the Brachypelma documentary. I think it's around 3 to 4 euros. It's £2. It was at least £2 to £3 a while ago when I bought it in UK. Watch it, enjoy it. It's the best tarantula documentaries around there, and just see the beauty and the mind behind tarantula discoveries as well. And this is no exception. As you can see, it's not like Brachypelma baumai, whatever, because the first knee is super orange and then it fades out almost into whitish brownish color, but that's the signature of Brachypelma baumgartneri. I don't think any Brachypelma looks like this, and Brachypelma baumai just looks completely, the legs are completely orange, and that's the main coloration. I think it looks almost like a hamori, but it's not, of course, because the separations in the knees. I'll show you Smithy afterwards, but the legs of hamori and Smithies are black with white and reddish knees. They're not this dull reddish color, so that's the main difference. And yes, different species. This species is actually crazy expensive. I think our atom skyrocketed as well. It's even more skyrocketed than this, but this species has always been special because it's on CITES. CITES means that you need a certificate for the animal, and so if you want to have it, you need a certificate. Unfortunately, fortunately, before and when I got it from Spider World, because I think most of the spider slings that I got that were from Spider World, back then CITES was not required. So one day I will have a bunch of problems with tarantulas and CITES certificates, because I do have a lot of them from Mexico that have CITES and they require it, but right now that's not a problem yet. So move on to, I think, the last tarantula of the video, guys. Okay, and the last tarantula that we're gonna look at today is Brachypelma Smithy, which is hiding, but I just want to show you this. This is the molt it had. Look at the size of it, you see? And then, hey, don't attack me. I'm a nice guy. She's you don't see it, but she's upsetty spaghetti. There she is. I'll try to get on her location, but yes, there she is. Look at that. Perfect shot, almost perfect, of Brachypelma smithi. As you can see, the second knee is super orangey compared to the third knee, which is completely whitish, and that's why it's Brachypelma smithi. Of course, if you know the stuff behind it, it's basically past the river, between the two rivers, and on the other side of the river there's one species, and then the other side there's another species. And of course the look difference is just crazy. Also, of course, when it's rarer, Brachypelma smithi is getting pretty high up on the price, and it didn't get discovered by Andrew Smith, but it is named after him, and that's special as well. Lovely spider, lovely tarantula, lovely jubbly. Anyway, again, you can see the red colorations, and then it spreads to the second knee. I think on the camera you can't see it so well, but you can see it now when she moves. But yeah, the second knee is also super red compared to the third one, and that's the main difference. That's why it's Brachypelma smithi. I think you can't see it the best on the light, but I think I actually have CITES certification for this one because I got it from Poland as well. So yes guys, unfortunately that's gonna have to be it for this video. We showed you a lot of spiders. I think I showed you a lot of spiders. We went through some crazy stuff in this video, and I really hope you love it, and I really hope that you're not too mad that you need to wait another week for me to feed them. But I think we did feed some spiders in this video as well, so that's gonna be good stuff. Anyway, hopefully you guys love this video. If you would, I would love that if you leave a like, subscribe down below. Now guys, I will see you guys next week with the continuation of this video, which is gonna be feeding these freshly molted spiders. So see you guys soon. Bye bye.